Ciao!
Ciao!
You might already know that Prego means you are welcome and that you can use it to answer someone saying grazie. But if you have been to Italy on holiday, you might have heard the word Prego when you entered at a shop or at a restaurant when somebody was taking your order.
If you're anything like our students, I'm pretty sure you are confused about the word prego used in such different situations and whether you have to answer or not. But no panic, we're here to help.
Today, you are going to understand how Italians use the word prego in different situations and with different meanings.
So, if you don't want to feel lost every time Italians use the word prego, watch this video. We are going to analyze the 8 different contexts where you can hear the word prego together with its meanings. And we're going to tell you if and how you should answer. Be sure not to miss the final recap because everything will make much more sense then. Io sono Martina.
E io sono Roberto di Road to Italian. We are native Italian teachers who have taught hundreds of students how to speak Italian from day one.
If you're interested in learning more about the Italian language and culture, subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one. And if you haven't done it yet, download our free guide clicking on the link below.
A lot of our students are confused when they hear Italians say prego so many times. And they ask us, what does prego really mean?
The answer is not easy, as there are at least 8 different meanings to consider. Sometimes they refer to similar situations. Sometimes the meaning is completely different.
Cominciamo. Analizziamo insieme le 8 situazioni in cui gli italiani dicono prego.
Let's analyze together the 8 situations when Italians use the word prego. Numero 1.
Puoi passarmi la matita?
Sì, certo.
Grazie.
Prego. As you probably already know, anytime someone tells you grazie or grazie mille, the most common answer is prego. So prego means you're welcome.
Hey, just to let you know, prego is not the only word or phrase you can use to answer to grazie in Italian. There are other 8 ways.
If you want to enlarge your Italian vocabulary and you're curious to know all of the 8 words, go and watch our video How to respond to grazie in 8 ways. You'll learn a lot.
Mi scusi, vorrei un caffè americano.
Prego?
Vorrei un caffè americano.
Ah, sì, certo. As you heard, he asked me for an American coffee, but I didn't get it at first and asked him back, Prego? So he repeated what he wanted.
As you see, prego is one of the numerous ways to ask a person to repeat what he just said. So, if someone tells you prego and waits for an answer, just repeat what you said before.
Numero 3. Another typical situation is when you enter a shop and the shop assistants say, Prego? And they look at you, waiting for an answer. So, what do they want from you? It can be quite confusing, right?
The shop assistant is just using the short version for prego, come posso aiutarla, which means how can I help you? What can I do for you?
If you need their help, you can just say what you're looking for.
For example, cerco una giacca nera.
I'm looking for a black jacket. And if you don't need any help, a good way to answer is
Do un'occhiata, grazie, which means I'm having a look, thanks.
So, to sum up, when you enter a shop, prego means how can I help you? And you have to answer it.
Sì, chi è?
Sono la signora Rossi, ho un appuntamento con l'avvocato Testa.
Sì, prego, si accomodi. When you are entering a room and someone is welcoming you and inviting you to enter, you will hear prego, which means please come in, and si accomodi, which means take a seat, make yourself comfortable.
It's just a kind invitation, and usually the person will use their body language to underline they invited you to enter the room. Prego, si accomodi. You don't really need to answer, but as it's an invitation, you can just say grazie.
Prego, dopo di te.
Grazie. When you want to enter or exit a place, for example at the post office, and you want to let another person precede you, you say prego.
In this case, prego means after you. Please go ahead. And it is often completed by the expression dopo di lei, formal version, or dopo di te, informal version, which means after you. Prego, dopo di te.
Numero 6. As you probably noticed, the last two examples show that prego is an invitation. You are being invited to enter and take a seat. Prego, si accomodi. Or you're being invited to go first. Prego, dopo di te.
A similar situation happens also when you are invited to keep on speaking. For example, mi scusi, posso farle una domanda?
Prego, mi dica.
Vorrei sapere se avete camere triple.
In this case, prego means please go ahead. So just go on and say what you wanted to say.
Numero 7. Let's see another similar situation. Now imagine you are in front of a buffet, but nobody has started to take anything. A waiter comes in and says, Prego, what do you think it means?
Exactly. In this case, prego means please help yourself. The waiter's tone is pleasant and inviting, and normally his hand is indicating the food. Ti prego.
No, sono stanco.
Ti prego, ti prego, ti prego, ti prego.
Va bene, andiamo al lago.
Sì!
Ti prego, especially repeated over and over again, is like please, please, I implore you. This is because pregare is a real verb, which means to pray. So, ti prego is I pray you. The formal version is la prego.
Still confused? Okay, we have seen 8 situations where the word prego can be used with different meanings. But the question is, how do you distinguish when they're asking you something or they're just inviting you to enter?
Let's recap quickly together. Apart from the fact that prego means you are welcome and is the answer to grazie, in 2 cases prego is a question. When you're asked to repeat something, prego?
Please, can you say that again?
And when you are entering a shop or in a hotel, prego?
How can I help you? Please let me know how I can help you. In both cases, the people will look at you and will be waiting for an answer. So pay attention to the intonation and the body language and say what you want.
In many other cases, prego is an imitation. For example, prego, si accomodi.
Please come in.
Prego, dopo di lei.
Please after you.
Prego, mi dica.
Please go ahead.
Prego.
Please help yourself. In these cases, pay attention to the body language again. The hands and also the Italian faces will be hinting downwards and they will have a pleasant intonation. As we have seen, ti prego means please, please, I pray you, ti prego. But usually the tone of voice is self-explanatory.
These are the 8 situations when you will hear the word prego. As you noticed, even if you don't remember all the situation, you can pay attention to the intonation and the body language, and you will know if they're asking you something or if they are just inviting you to do something.
To practice the different ways the word prego can be used, try to imagine some of the situations we analyze together and repeat out loud prego as a question and prego as an invitation. Use the body language as well.
That's all for today. We hope you liked this video and you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and let us know if you have any question.
Ciao!
Ciao, a presto!